despite President Trump claiming it was intentional. He has no evidence to suggest that. And I can't even imagine how the transcript would change that. Let's ask Harold Furchtgott-Roth. He's a former commissioner of the FCC and senior fellow at the Hudson Institute. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. First, let me ask you, do you think, as CBS is saying, that they had to comply and turn this over?
Well, they have a request from the commission to turn over the transcript. They certainly didn't have to comply as expeditiously as they did. They received their request only last week, so it hasn't been a long time. They certainly didn't fight very hard.
And typically, what would happen if, let's assume for a moment, there wasn't a merger pending, is they would they'd probably fight something like this in court, right?
That's right. You have three things going on. You have the lawsuit from President Trump for $10 billion. You have the proposed merger transaction involving CBS's parent, Paramount. And then you have separately this investigation based on a complaint filed at the FCC. What Commissioner Carr is doing is acting on the complaint that was filed at the FCC, and he's requested the transcript in response to that.
And what do you make of him doing that? I mean, you're a former FCC commissioner. What do you make of that action by Brendan Carr?
Well, it's something at his discretion. He obviously decided to do it. But if you were to tell me he was surprised at how quickly CBS responded, I wouldn't be surprised. It was, they didn't fight this. And they obviously, they've got incredibly good lawyers, both inside and hired outside. And so they must have thought that this was not the place to put up a fight, that this would ultimately come out. It was better to try to get beyond this at this point rather than trying to have a protracted fight over whether they would disclose or not.
All right, Harold Furchtgott-Roth, thank you so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.